Hi, I'm Ramakrishnan, gold medalist, IRE School batch 2022 to 24.
Hi, I'm Jyoti Gurchan, PGDM first year, batch 2023-24.
I know you must have heard about IRE School, and I'm sure that you would have a lot of exciting questions.
Don't worry, we are up here to solve all your doubts as we are really excited to share our exciting journey as well as knowledge with you all.
Watch us as we spill the beans about the IRE School on our very own IRE Talks podcast powered by GIBS Business School.
Hello and welcome everyone to the latest episode of IRE Talks powered by GIBS Business School. I'm your host Palak Bansal, and today I will be unraveling the mystery behind GIBS flagship program PGP IRE. For a quick memory recap, IRE stands for Innovation, Research and Entrepreneurship. And it's time that we spill the beans, as I am sure all of you are very curious and very excited to know what IRE is, what it stands for, what are the requirements for being IRE graduated and the benefit it holds. This episode will be the end of your search as Ramakrishnan and Jyoti indulge in this discussion of solving the mystery about the lesser known yet intriguing IRE school. First of all, a very warm welcome on the IRE Talks podcast, and thank you so much for joining us today. So when did you hear about IRE School? Maybe, when you were applying for GIBS Business School courses, and what was your emotion? Were you also confused? Were you also excited about knowing what it is?
So while I was applying for GIBS Business School, I went through the brochure of the college. So everything was all good. I was reading all the reading materials and I was very excited about joining this college. But suddenly I saw this term IRE. So it caught my complete attention. I was quite inquisitive and keen to know what it is actually about. So I went on to search on Google search and on the website of GIBS as well as on the YouTube pages. So there I got to know somehow understanding of it is actually innovation, research and entrepreneurship. But I was not pretty clear that what actually should I do there. Is it completely about innovation or is it completely about entrepreneurship? And research part I was not at all sure about it. So, but later on going through and talking to the mentors in this college, before applying to this college, I was talking to the mentors. So they gave me somehow a good understanding of it. So later on, but when I came here, my understanding towards it has completely changed.
So I would fairly agree to the point which Jyoti shared. Even I found the word IRE in the college browser. Even I got curious. The first thing that popped into my mind was, what is this program? What is it all about? And how it is different from other colleges program which have been offered. And also it was mentioned that it is a post-graduation program, which is an added advantage to my PGDM. While I was looking for just a one degree, which is a 2-year degree, I have an added advantage of getting one more degree during the course of 2 years. So I think this changed my mind towards the program, and this is what caught my attention towards GIBS. And I would also say that this is something which I had no idea about. The world of entrepreneurship is not something which I was curious about, but after seeing this program in the browser, my curiosity was increased and I thought it would be more intriguing.
So you all agree that, like our viewers here, even you guys were curious to know whether IRE is all about entrepreneurship and do we really need it. But that was the story of those days. What about today? Now that you're a part of IRE and you study IRE every Friday on campus, what is it exactly? Can you throw some light on it?
So as you mentioned, the term IRE, Innovation, Research, Entrepreneurship, are the 3 pillars of this institution and also the program which is being named as a flagship program. What it is, to give an overview of that, it is a foundation which can help future entrepreneurs. But the main thing is that it is not just for entrepreneurs, it is also for budding leaders who would love to have a corporate career in the various leadership roles in their future. People who would love to have a business acumen, to lead efficient business. This IRE program would help them in a better manner to make efficient decisions. And I believe that Jyoti also have her own points.
Yeah, I completely agree with you because IRE is not just about a program, it is more about developing an entrepreneurial mindset. It is not about owning a business, it is about having that mindset where you can just not start the business but also solve the real life business problems. No matter in whatever position are you starting your career or your job as, but everywhere you have to have that kind of understanding of innovating on things, researching, using statistics all the way, and also on the spot coming up with creative ideas and solving problems in more of a design thinking manner. So IRE gives a complete overview of everything.
So I believe that throws some light on the overall concept of IRE, and thank you so much for clearing the fact that IRE, although it stands for Innovation, Research and Entrepreneurship, is not something which is only for entrepreneurs. It is building the right owner's mindset. And that ownership is not only for a business but also your own actions, especially when you walk the corporate ladder. Now it brings me to another question. So I believe both of you, you're in the first year of PGDM and you have already completed IRE School. What is the journey like? What are the milestones that you come across until you reach the final trimester and you are there on the stage presenting your final pitches? So if you can just highlight on a few topics or curriculum that is followed in each innovation IRE, so that would be great for our audience.
As you correctly mentioned that I'm in first year and it's been only 3 months that I have been involved in IRE program, but my journey has really been so exciting and full of knowledge and ups and downs. I still remember the first day of my IRE when all of we were called into the auditorium and the team members' names were announced. We all were standing with cold hands, looking with blank faces at each other. We were not even knowing how will we perform with them because it was altogether a new experience that IRE we are going to actually work on something innovative. So but later on we tried to talk, and on the first day itself we came up with the logo and our team name, which is very close to all of us. So it is altogether a very fun journey which we have had. So the curriculum breaks down in the format of IRE only. So in innovation, we are working on to design thinking things, or we play some games, some activities on regular basis every Friday, which is actually molding our mindset towards thinking in a different perspective, looking to the world not from the same mirror how the other people are looking, but being more creative. In research, we started along with defining the problem statement because that is the basic thing onto which the main idea of research is based on. So our journey of research has actually grown from developing a research and business problem to secondary research, literature review, and now we are analyzing. And we are analyzing the secondary research which we have done, and our faculties are actually helping us to collect all the data and work on to actually use statistical tool to analyze that thing. In entrepreneurship, it is not completely starting a own business, but actually giving ideas onto how it can be done, and moreover generating and growing that mindset where we can apply all those things which we are studying in our other subjects along with innovation and research. And now we are on the verge that where we are writing 2 research papers because we are in mid of our second trimester, and we'll be soon publishing those papers as well. In entrepreneurship, we are coming up with 2 ideas. By the end of this trimester, we'll be finalizing 1 idea which we'll be making prototype of.
So that was about the first year curriculum for IRE. Ramkrishnan, I believe you have already passed on your journey and you have graduated out of IRE School. So what additionally, what can she and her team and all the first years and all our viewers expect moving forward after her journey?
So to continue with Jyoti's point, there are a lot of exciting things which will be upcoming for her. To give a overview of that, we will be using some important tools which will help our entrepreneurial journey. To name that, which is a business Canva model, which would help us to identify who are our key partners, which is our key resources. How will you be earning our revenue? What is the cost? Like how a real business gets their budget. So it's like a tool on how you can build upon your business idea. And apart from that, there is a tool called problem statement canvas. This is something a crux of your idea. Your problem statement is what your idea has been built on. If your problem statement gets wrong, your whole idea gets wrong. So it is it is very much important to give. It is very much important to make your problem statement right since the beginning. So I would say that to focus on their problem statement as a suggestion for them. And apart from that, they will be having roles just like a real business. They will be they will be having a roles of CEO, CFO, CMO, who will be allocated of that work. For example, if you are a CFO, you will be looking over the budget, what will be the financials required for running your business, that and when it comes to CMO, what will be the marketing campaigns, how will you target your customers, what is your STP will be, and what are the campaigns will cover your target audience. These are some of the things that they will be developing over the course of the next 6 months, and that would be a lot of an exciting journey compared to what they have experienced right now, and I would say they have a lot in store.
So when you say they will be taking up roles of CFOs, CMOs, CTOs, does that also alter the way that you look at things in general? Does that alter your mindset towards, problems or challenges?
To continue from where she left, moving forward, the journey would be more intriguing as we would be introduced to more complex tools. To give an example of business Canva model, this will help us to identify their key resources, who are their key stakeholders, what is their customer segments, what is their revenue stream, what is their cost breakdown structure. All these details about their business can be plotted using this business Canva model. And apart from that, there is another tool named as problem statement canvas, because the problem which we are trying to solve, the problem is the crux of the entire idea of IRE which they will be developing. So this problem statement canvas plays a crucial role in their business idea. And apart from that, they will be assigned with roles of CEO, CFO, CMO, just like how real business venture runs up. So that would be more fun and more interesting to work on.
I'm really excited for that.
When you say that they'll be assigned roles, they'll be working as CEOs, CTOs, CFOs, CMOs, the CXO roles, it's a huge responsibility and it requires a lot of ownership and a lot of maturity when it comes to thinking. Do you feel that it altered the way that you looked at things, or the way that previously maybe you were in a student mindset? Did you see any changes in the growth, in the pattern that you now have transformed after completing your journey in IRE School?
I would say a big yes for that question. It changed me a lot when it comes to owning for something, taking accountability and responsibility for what we do. The roles held by us, we were having different roles of CFO, CMO, CTOs. For example, CTO, who is responsible for our pitch deck development. For CMO, who will be having, who is responsible for creating marketing campaigns, targeting what is the target audience, and how can our campaign be more intriguing to cover those set of audiences are some of the responsibilities. And as a CFO, which I held, I was responsible for what is the funds that is required, which I'll get it from my CEO, and based on how are we going to raise these funds. To imagine myself as a CFO of a company is a greater responsibility. We didn't take it just as a college project. We actually worked hard for that, just like how it would be if we start this as our real businesses. So I think this has changed my thinking, the way of thinking which I would be, how I was and how I am now. So I think, yeah, it changed me a lot.
Wow, after listening all this, now I'm actually excited to proceed with my IRE journey and to take up on these roles. I'm really excited for this.
I must say, listening to you guys, it actually feels so amazing to see such youngsters taking up responsibilities of the roles that they have always dreamt of. But one question which I'm sure all our viewers would also like to know is that IRE, is it really needed? As students, you already have a 10 things going on parallelly, this assignment, that assignment, field visit, industrial projects. And in between all of that, when you have every Friday dedicated only for IRE school, which not only is a theoretical subject but also has practical assignments associated to it, is it really needed? As students, do you feel that there is a need of any such initiative? And one more thing, I would personally like to know this. Is it all serious, like all work, how it happens in corporate? Or is it really fun and enjoyable and you cherish those moments?
Yeah, IRE is actually fun. After studying academics for a whole of the week, when you get one day dedicated towards IRE where we have to work on ground, and more than fun, it is thrilling because along with our team we have to work on things which are new to us. Every week we are encountered to something new, very new to us, which we have to actually put our brains on, and it excites me as well as my team, and we have been enjoying all through the journey, like when we are working on any idea, when we are developing our website, what content should be added, how to proceed, how to present, how to make the PPTs, all these things, you know. And I believe that not only my journey but all the viewers who will be joining IRE program will enjoy it a lot.
So as she covered what is the thrilling part of this program, I would say what it focuses on. The main focus is on creative thinking and problem solving, and communication and collaboration, adaptability and resilience. These are the things which would require for us, not in entrepreneurial journey but in our life. It also helps us to have a efficient and an effective corporate career. So I would say that we need an IRE program, and as you mentioned that we will be having 10 parallel things to cope up with. But I would say, is that what a management program is all about? Managing our things efficiently and managing our time efficiently is what makes us a management student and a management professional in the near future. So I would say a big yes for IRE.
So from what I could gather is you definitely believe that initiatives like IRE is much needed because it not only develops you into a professional, not only it helps you with an easier entrepreneurial journey, but also makes you an individual who's holistic, who has opened his mind to learning basically. But I'm pretty sure, Ramkrishnan, I am aware that your team was the gold medalist in IRE last year. So what moments did you have? I'm sure you had a lot of fun moments to share with us. So if you can just highlight a couple of them.
So to begin with, this journey started when I attended my graduation ceremony of my senior batch. At that time, I was ironically one among the audience where I saw your team lift that gold medal. So at that time, one thing was in my mind that I want to win this medal, just like what you did. I'm sure that it requires a lot of hard work. But that desire was inculcated in me on that particular day. From that the journey began. So to add on to that, I would also say that this comes with a lot of hard work. To add on to a memorable moment was during our final conference which held at Renaissance Hotel, where we were on the top 3 teams. So I was more than happy that we made it to the top 3. At that point of time, what I felt was that apart from winning this medal, what I thought was that we have a spectacular journey we already had, and at that time what I thought was it is a great chance for us to showcase our skills in front of a power-packed audience, a good set of panelists and industry experts. I thought it is a great space for us to showcase our skills, and that's what mattered to me on that day, and it was very happy for that. I'm very happy for that, and we also ended up as a winners. I think our hard work paid off.
That definitely did, Ramkrishnan, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's an honor to hear that we inspired that desire to win in you, and I'm pretty sure the next upcoming team would be yours, continuing both our legacies now. Now, when it comes to the most important path, any individual who's pursuing masters is more keen on understanding how all of this beautiful talks that we have had here impacts their careers, their journeys and their career aspirations altogether. So I would like to know from you both, now that you're in the most crucial part, especially you Ramakrishnan, in the second year of PGDM, now you're very close to your placements as well. How IRE in specific has impacted your career aspirations and your life in general?
As you mentioned about our placement season, having IRE, which is already a post-graduation program in our resume, is like an added advantage. It's like having a post-graduation even before we graduate. So it's like we will be having a double graduation when we get our PGDM also. So this is like having a star in our resume, which we can talk about during our personal interviews also, which other institutions does not have. So we have that edge of how this program has equipped ourselves, and we have grown personally and professionally, and I'm sure that we are ready to take our corporate challenges through this program.
Yeah, even I agree to it, and I believe that when we sit for interviews and for placements as well, so it is not only academics what they are looking for, it is more of a holistic approach or the overview of what we have had done in our journey, and we will be having this IRE thing with us that we can openly speak about. We'll have a great experience like he has already completed his IRE and he's a gold medalist as well, so he has an added advantage. So I believe that having IRE is not only helping us to develop a mindset, but it will also help us to build onto our resume and talk more about it and to be feel proud of.
So we have talked a lot about IRE School, and I'm pretty sure your efforts, your answers, your clarity about the PGP IRE program has definitely helped our audience today to get a lot of clarity, a lot of doubts cleared. And this lesser known IRE School, since after this episode, will not be a lesser known concept. To sum it all up into a couple of sentences and what IRE is all about and what it requires, what is the journey like, we have elaborated a lot on it. I would request both of you to give maybe a giveaway message or a survival hack that would help our audience or our viewers and your juniors to survive and sail high in this IRE competition and IRE school journey.
From a senior to junior, one survival hack that I would like to share with you is that focus on your problem statement. Find your purpose of that problem. Because as Simon Sinek said, people don't buy what you do it, they buy why you do it.
IRE is all about learning by doing. So I recommend experiencing it rather than just stressing on it.
Wow, well that was an amazing message from both the seniors to all the juniors and all our viewers and people who will be coming up in the next IRE school. And with that, we will be wrapping up this episode for today, and I, your host Palak Bansal, will be back with another story, another exciting episode. Meantime, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the rate GIBS Business School. Follow us on all our social media pages, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you can find us. Thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you very much for all the information and all the tips and tricks that you have just shared with us. Thank you so much, Jyoti. Thank you so much, Ramakrishnan. This is your host signing off.